Welcome back to Rome and Vida. This time we're heading to Agadir in Morocco. In this video we'll check out what it's like to stay at the 4-star Hotel Riu Tikida Beach. Then we'll check out the Souk Market, the biggest market in Africa, Crocoparc, quad biking in the desert, and the Oufella at the top of Agadir. The holiday started with a 4-hour flight to Agadir, then we jumped in a taxi from the airport for around 180 Moroccan dirhams, which is about £15, so can't complain for 4 of us. Then we arrived at Hotel Riu Tikida Beach, a 4-star adults only hotel. At the front of the hotel there was this bar called Zanzibar and a nightclub called Papagayo. These were separate to the hotel, but when we went to Zanzibar one night we had free entry to there, and then we also got free entry to Papagayo. As you walk into the hotel, you got the check-in desk on the right hand side, and then towards the left hand side you got the shop that sells all sorts of things. It sells souvenirs, clothes, bags, home goods, shot glasses, you name it, they got it. The lobby then just kind of extends into the hotel with evening entertainment one floor below, and then walking through the hotel then you end up at the kind of main bar in the lobby area. This is a nice place to hang out and just grab a few drinks. And right by this bar you can head outside and you can see some of Zanzibar, and then you got the swimming pools. There's 2 pools and it was pretty cold for the first couple of days, and hence why you don't see many people in there. By the pool you often had someone selling something. So today we had someone selling nuts. Then you had the main restaurant, and then further back you had this kind of open area for sports and outdoor activities like yoga and other classes. They also had tennis courts, which also free to hire kind of rackets. Then towards the back you got the gym, they had the Bill Bowls area, or whatever they call it. Then they had a ping pong table and a basketball court and like a clay light surface. The gym was better than I expected. It had all new equipment, all brand new techno gym machines, weights, and then it also oversaw the beach when you're on the treadmills and doing cardio, so what more could you ask for? And downstairs they also had like a punch bag and like a studio area, which was pretty good. Back outside you have the main pool bar in the middle, it's also a swim up bar, and then towards the right you got like this snack bar and the lunch buffet restaurant. So this just served pizza, burgers, chips most of the time and salad, and then towards like late evening at 5-6 o'clock you had desserts as well. And then right next door to that then you got the lunch buffet restaurant, and it's also the a la carte restaurant in the evenings, or one of the a la carte restaurants. And this bar is technically part of the snack bar. And then a few steps away you have the beach of Agadir. The sand was amazing, and look at the view of the Oufella. Back towards the hotel you have the spa, reasonably priced, and went for a massage on the last day, which were amazing, and a few of my mates went back a couple times. Now let's check out the room. So as you walk in you got the cupboards on the left hand side, plenty of space in there. You also got the safe in there, which is kind of good, hang up all the clothes that you need. Then you head in, then you got the toilet separate to the shower and the main kind of bathroom area. The shower was absolutely massive and really nice, really good. Also had a hairdryer, which was useful. Then walking into the main room you got these 2 twin beds, TV on the wall, and then nice place to get ready, sofa, and then you got this little balcony which was pretty good outside, and then you got the views of the hotel and the beach, which was nice. And then also a few chairs. Anyway, first thing we did after checking out the hotel was have lunch at the buffet. So as you walk in you got this bread selection and soup, and then you also got this gluten-free bread. Then you got like your main kind of salad area, then you got other kind of local salads. Then you got the pasta bar, which had that every day. Then you got more kind of local food like different curry kind of things and tagines and all sorts, chickpeas, hummus, couscous. Here you can see the meatballs and other kind of local foods. Then you got the live cooking station, which also had some sort of meat most of the days, and then you got salad and fruits to finish. The desserts were actually pretty good. And then the restaurant looks out over to the beach. So after a quick lunch it was time to head out and about for the first time and check out the Crocoparc. So I saw this online, so I definitely wanted to check this place out. We took a short taxi, which was about 20 minutes away, for around only 100 Moroccan dirhams, because we downloaded this kind of taxi app thing. It's actually illegal, but anyway. So walked in, and first thing you do is, you walk out and see a load of crocodiles, and you just think, are these actually real? And then you see them move, and you're just like, yeah, okay, these are real. Most of the time, they just kind of sit there and soak up the sun, and don't really move around too much. Apparently they do this to soak up the sun and heat. And a few other fun facts are crocodiles only mate in water, and they lay their eggs in the sand, and then about 3 months later the babies are born, and they measure around 30 to 50 centimeters, and they weigh around 50 to 80 kilograms. Anyway, after about 10-15 minutes of walking around, all the crocodiles kind of started moving around, so we knew something was going on. And it was actually, it was feeding time, so they were all on the move, and they must have knew it was time or something like that, because they just started gathering close to the hour. Then the feeders came out and started chucking out loads of lumps of meat, and the crocodile was just fighting over it. And to our surprise, there was actually other animals at the crocoparc, including these marmosets. There was like these monkey things. They were pretty cool, really small, buzzing around. Then we saw these big lily pad things. Apparently they're native to South America, and they can be up to 1.5 meters in diameter, and they can hold a weight of a child. Interesting. Then there was a bamboo forest, which was pretty cool to walk through. And then there was this little shop where you can buy some stuff. And then you get to this cactus park. All these different types of cactuses as you walk through, and even quite a lot of iguanas as well there around the place. Here's one little chap. Then as you walk around the corner, around the back, you get this little surprise, and you see all these little turtles and more iguanas in the background. Just munching away eating some grass. Then as you keep walking through, you see this little kind of waterfall thing, and then you see these kind of baby turtle kind of section, and then they also have the baby crocodiles, assuming that they move these outside after a while. And then you got the snakes, so you get to see some anacondas and some big pythons. I'm not the biggest fan of snakes, usually it's my worst nightmare, but at least these guys are behind grass. There's also this bit where you can go up inside this glass bit, so it feels like you're inside. Then right at the end they have this kind of glass pod area, which they call a monster's tunnel, where you can be at the same level as the crocodiles themselves, which was pretty cool to see this. Felt like you can actually touch them. Then it was time to head back to the hotel and time for dinner. This time we were heading to the main restaurant, so grabbed our plates and then had a look around. So they had a range of different salads, spice and herb section, a lot of Moroccan food, local food, so couscous again, tagines, all this other kind of different stuff. They also had some kind of pork dishes, which was odd as it's a Muslim country, but I guess it caters for the Europeans, I guess. And then they also had like these canapé type bite thingies. They had a pizza and pasta station, of course. I didn't think the pizza was that great, to be honest, but hey ho. And then they also had like this meat section, chicken tenders they had today, and then other stuff like rice and more kind of curry things. Then they also had this kind of whole turkey, or like this carvery station, and then more kind of breads, and finally just the dessert similar to lunch, but a more wider selection, and all the fresh fruit, which was really good. The next day in the evening we were back out and about, and we signed up to this mini city tour, and the first stop was this local mosque. The driver said it was the biggest mosque in Agadir, but it was closed, so we just had to look around from the outside for a few minutes. Next we got told we were going to his argan oil factory, but we just ended up at this local store that sells loads of argan oil products and argan oil itself. So argan oil is known for its anti-aging properties and other general health kind of benefits like skin and hair benefits. So they had all sorts of products like massage oils, charcoal paste for teeth whitening. We all ended buying stuff actually in the end, so it was a good visit in the end. And then anyways, after a quick stop here, we headed over to the Souk Market, which the driver said was the biggest market in Africa and 2 square miles itself. This market probably had everything you can want or need at a reasonable price. The sellers weren't rude or pushy or forced you to buy stuff, which was nice. They had more arganals, of course. They had jewellery, food, glasses, clothes, furniture, all sorts. It was crazy busy for a late evening. This was kind of like a freshly made arganal stand. Then you kind of get into the hustle bustle of the market, where you can see hundreds of people either way you go. And then there was a nice little fresh juice cart. If we had more time, we definitely would have spent more time here, but we planned to come back another day. So yeah, after about an hour here, we headed to the Oufella, and the way we got up there was through the cable cars that take you up and down. It's only 120 Moroccan dirhams, which was about £10, so it was well worth it. The views were stunning, would definitely recommend taking the cable car. Then we got to the top, and there it was, the Oufella. The Oufella is an old castle right at the top of Agadir. Perfect place for a castle if you ask me. Up here you can do some camel riding, see the sights of the city, check out the views. We spent a bit of time walking around, and then the sun had set, so we got to see the city in the night too, which was pretty good. We actually planned to catch the sunset up here, but obviously this wasn't a good day for a sunset. But it's still very good to see nonetheless, especially seeing the whole city kind of change from the day down to the dark. It's pretty cool. That was actually the end of the city tour, but the next day we actually hit up another activity, which was quad biking in the desert. We just met someone on the strip and he sorted it all out for us for around 350 Moroccan dirhams, which was around 30 quid, which is great value for money. This was honestly one of the best quad biking experiences I've had. He guided us through the roads and into the desert, where we got to have a bit of fun. Then we all parked up by the beach in the middle of the desert, which was surreal and amazing. We then headed a bit closer to the water after a few race-like quali laps, which was pretty jokes. Then we got to stop at this local spot for some Moroccan tea and some in-house entertainment. And that's a wrap of the highlights from Morocco. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.